Screaming. Itchy head. We are live randomly. Random is the way we're going now. I'm not gonna stick to the rules of Monday is Monday Fun Day. Will be Dirty Magazine Day. No, we're just gonna go as I've finished them. So I'm just sitting here. Drinking some beers, and I thought, why not chat to some of you? If any of you are online at the moment, then yeah, stop by. Let's have a chat. Until some of you arrive, what I will do is I'll actually be watching YouTube myself. So I'm going to open up another window and move that over there so I can see what's going on with you guys. And then I'm going to start YouTube on this one. So if I go, no, that needs to go over there. And then that one goes there. There we go. So I can see you on that side and I can see YouTube on the left. So I'm going to watch some YouTube videos while I'm, and if anybody shows up, I'm going to drink some beer. You know, I've got some messages coming through on my phone, but let's just chill. That looks like 2 boxes to me. That is a total of 6 wheels. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I got a Pixel 5. Check that out. Pixel 5. This thing has an epic camera on it, you know? Like, I went from we're recording with a, I think I didn't already. Yeah, sure you didn't. Yeah, okay, I'm getting messages. I'm recording on a Samsung S9 Plus. That's now my go-to camera for live, and I use that for the Dirty Magazine Day. At the moment, that's in the face. I mean, if you've seen the video on this rig for how I film, then it's in the vertical position, and then I just move this particular phone to the horizontal position, and that films the Dirty Magazine Day. I stopped using that phone because I was in Hachioji getting drunk in the street. I was taking photos of myself and of interesting things, and the phone just stopped. It turned itself off. So I went to the shop. This is a Docomo phone. Like you've got in America you've got AT&T, right? In Japan we've got SoftBank, Docomo, Yahoo, AU, and that's about it, right? So yeah, so I went to the Docomo shop, the people who supplied this phone, and they're like, it's turned itself off. You just need to plug it in. It turned itself off because it's cold. I'm like, what's cold? So they plugged it into power, and it started back up again, but it died soon after that. And I'd been wanting to go back to SoftBank for quite some time. I wanted a new phone. That one's actually the whole, like the back of the back glass is all shattered. It's all messed up. So that's now just my webcam basically. Yeah, so that's that. This is very, very nice. I've got a case on it. The only thing that I don't like about it is this. I never actually checked the sound. Have we got good sound? Yeah, it looks like I can see the levels and it looks okay. So let's just go back to that. Let's do that and then let's do that. Okay, so this. When you're because the screen is plastic, you get this noise while you're typing that it annoys me. If you have a true glass screen like the Samsung or a Sony, then it doesn't do that, and I much prefer that, though that's a small price to pay really, because the camera on this is fantastic. It really is. Super, super impressed with this. Although it looks like... Oh, wow, I might have already damaged it. How on earth did I do... I have. I've got a crack in that above the light. How did I do that? I've never dropped this thing. I've not dropped this thing once, but the glass around the camera is actually shattered. Oh, crap. Just talking about how wonderful this thing is, with a case on, I've actually managed to smash the glass around the camera. That's terrible. Okay, well, yeah. Got a message from Nathan. Nathan is yeah. I just suggested a video for Nathan, and it completely ruined his feed. That's good. Yeah, so I'm just chilling. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them there. I can see the chat. I can see the live chat. So do that. I'm going to sit here, drink some beers, and watch some videos. Let's see. What are we going to look at? My feed. My feed. Let's see. I got Adam Savage. Would the Iron Man suit be bulletproof in real life? No, I'm not gonna watch that. You know, I really, really enjoy watching Bill Burr. The comedian. He's just hilarious. I really, really enjoy watching his stand-up and stuff. Yeah, there's one person in the room. Who are you? Is that Pure Pure and you just haven't typed anything? Or who is that? Someone's watching. Can you see that? I can't actually see what you can see. Now I can. This is all new. Let's see if I can do it without... There we go. See that pole there? That's a wall unit, basically. A bunch of shelves that I built. There's a build video coming of that. So look forward to that. Other than that, I mean... Yeah, you can't really... Oh, what have we got? There's not a lot to show you really, other than that. But yeah, so I'm going back to YouTube. I want to watch some stuff. I want to know who's in here. Who's watching me at the moment? Please type something so that I know what's going on. I'm not sure if I'll get flagged or something if I watch someone else's video and the sound comes through. So, making Swedish torches? Do you know what a Swedish torch is? Look that up. Very interesting. Groundhog Day. Inglourious Bastards. Airsoft Sniper. Arya's List deaths. I haven't watched the last season of Game of Thrones. Everyone said it was garbage, so I never actually watched it. I probably should. Should probably watch that now. Do a reaction video. Everybody loves those. The making of The Hunt for the Red October. Good movie, but no, I don't think I'll watch that. Porn store with a grocery list. Okay, yeah, I mean, sure, if you're going there, be prepared, because you don't want to stay in there any longer than you have to. Why M7 spun off from M5? Well, I don't know what M7 and M5 are, so I'm not going to watch that. Sorry, Adam Savage. Penn and Teller. I've got more Airsoft Sniper. Adam Savage again. What would the Iron Man suit be bulletproof in real life? Why is this showing me this twice? Weird. One channel I really enjoy at the moment is... it's not showing up on my list, I think, because this window is too small. If I make that smaller, maybe it'll come up. No, it doesn't. I think this has to be full screen. It does. Okay, so my subscription, it's called Ghost Town Living. I really enjoy that show. I couldn't tell you why. I just do. He's quite inspirational. He's a bit of an inspirational dude, and yeah, I really enjoy watching it. It's called Ghost Town Living. Check that out. That channel, very enjoyable. That he's a guy that his name's Brent, and he lives in a ghost town. He bought a ghost town for $1.4 million or something, and he lives there alone. And yeah, he just goes and finds artifacts, and he's rebuilding the town basically. Very interesting. Some of the things he does in his videos kind of annoying. Like he introduces himself in every episode, but I mean that's annoying for me. But if that's your first time going to the video, maybe that's actually a good idea. I had considered doing that for my videos. Hi, I'm Dave, and this is Garage K, like that. But I don't know. Don't know. Should I do that? Let me know in the comments. Still got one person viewing. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm the viewer. Nobody else is watching this. I'm just chatting to myself. That could be it. I'm the one. I am the one. Good movie from Jet Li, The One, actually. I think I'm live. Pretty sure I am. So yeah, I'm just going to chill here for a little while and see if anybody wants to chat. I had an interesting question today about a DA64. Sorry, I'm just going to lower my chair so that I can get up in here. What's happened? There we go. Lower my chair so that I like to sit cross-legged in this chair. It's kind of comfortable. So I had a question today about a DA64. The guy asking the question, I can't remember his username, but yeah, I remember his car because I'm a car guy. He said that he feels a bit strange because the DA64, if you don't know what that is, that's an every van. DA64 every van, Suzuki every van, K6A turbo or non-turbo. They don't have they don't have a water temp gauge. They don't have a water temp gauge. They have two lights. Green light, cold. No light, fine. Red light, hot. That is very unnerving because if it's red, it's already too late, right? You can't watch the needle go up, and as the needle's climbing, go, oh shit, and then turn the engine off. Once that red light comes on, you're done, right? Like, I guess maybe the light comes on at like 60 degrees or something. No, it couldn't be, because what temperature would the light come on, I wonder? You could test that. You could pull the because that will be a switch. That'll be a temperature switch. You could pull the switch out and put it in some water on the stove with a thermometer in the water, and then find out at what temperature you get continuity through the temperature switch. Then you would know what temperature the red light comes on. But without knowing that temperature, once that red light comes on, is your head gasket gonna blow because you overheated the engine, or do you have minutes? Do you have seconds to turn the car off, or like what is that? What is the red light? So he's very concerned about that. I understand that that feeling, because a lot of the late model Suzukis just have that. Even my Lapan has a green light and a red light and then a nothing light. So when you get in the car in the morning in winter, you turn the key, and I think it's actually blue, not green. But anyway, the green blue light comes on, and then after the engine warms up, the light turns off. And it's like, well, so what temperature are we at? Who knows? So if and when I daily that thing, I still haven't done that yet. Yeah, I haven't bought the O2 sensor and tested whether that fixed the problem, because the Lappan actually, it's an intermittent engine light. It doesn't always come on. Oddly enough, the white van actually has an intermittent check engine light. For quite some time, I was driving the white van with no O2 sensor plugged in, because with no O2 sensor in, I wasn't getting that that spike of lean. If you know what I mean, like if you watch the previous videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you turn the car on and it's hot, you get that spike of lean. That isn't a phantom lean. That is a genuine lean, because the car will run like shit until it comes back down again, and it's not gradually getting worse. From the point that you've seen, it has actually gotten worse. Like the car will run like shit, and then come back to a good idle. So you just wait. You start the car up, wait until the idle comes good again, and then you drive. With no O2 sensor connected up, it doesn't do that. So yeah. Anyway, I'm driving along for, I guess, a week, maybe 2 weeks with no O2 sensor. And I drove down to see Nathan. And about halfway, this is about like an hour drive. 30 minutes in, my engine light comes on. I'm like, oh dear. Well, what could that be? And I started thinking, what actually activates the check engine light in an F6A? And I'm like, well, maybe an air temp sensor. That's new. A water temp sensor. That's new. That's about it. Air temp sensor, water temp sensor, map. That's a map sensor. Does it have a map sensor? It does. I changed that. It's not going to be that. It's not, the one that I used is not new, but it's off a different engine. I seriously doubt that the two that I have are broken. I mean, it's possible, but I doubt it. Anyway, so I thought, wonder if this check engine light is actually like a phantom light. It could be the engine realizing that the O2 sensor's not plugged in randomly. Like, it's been fine for 2 weeks, but then all of a sudden, oh crap, I've got no O2 sensor. Maybe that's what happened. So I stopped at the red light, turned the car off, turned the car back on, and check engine light's gone. And it hasn't come back on again. So I don't even know what that was. But yeah, that's the end of that. So yeah, still got nobody in the room. I'm not sure. Everybody's busy. Everybody's asleep. Maybe it's 8:43 p.m. here. What else have we got? We've got Discovery Channel, weaponized flywheel experiment. Could watch that. Watch your hooves on my testicles. What? Building a brass PlayStation 5 from DIY Perks. Do enjoy that channel, but haven't watched that in a while. Moneyball. Why am I getting Moneyball? Theoretically a win scene. Moneyball. Okay, I've seen that, but I haven't, like, I saw that a long time ago. Jamie Heineman answers, what's one myth you've always wanted to do? Nah. It's not that funny. Craig Ferguson tells the oldest joke in the world. What's the oldest joke in the world?
The oldest joke in the world. This is true. This is the... Sure it's true. Why the fuck not? You know, everything's true now. Fake news. Fuck you. It's true. Alright. Everything's fucking true. But this is true. It is. What happened is my friend Karis, who is an Egyptologist, she calls me up from Egypt and she says, we found this joke. And I was like, oh, wow, that's great. Tell me the joke. So she, she tells me the joke. But I don't speak ancient Egyptian. It was like, owl, guys with a dog's head. I'm like, it's not that funny. Wow, I had no idea so many ancient Egyptians were here this evening.
Clever. Very clever.
Got like, oh, yeah. Nice one. Yeah, good. Finally, a joke for us. Do a joke today.
Very clever.
So she tells me the English translation of the joke, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I know that joke. The joke was told to me by Drew Carey, one of my oldest friends. I'm like, I thought Drew was from Cleveland. I've known him for 20 fucking years. He's got a house there and everything. So I called up Drew and I said, hey man, you know that joke you told me? And I tell him the joke. I said, that's the oldest joke in the world. And he turned into a bat and flew away.
No. Okay. Interesting.
It's getting more and more stupid, isn't it? All right.
It is, yes, it is. Getting more and more stupid.
I called him up. I said, you know that joke you told me, man? And I tell him the joke. I said, that's the oldest joke in the world. He said, that is weird. And I said, yeah. And he said, no, what's weird about it is I didn't tell you that joke. I went, what? I said, no, you told me that joke. And I was like, shut up, Drew Carey. And he was like, you shut up, Craig Ferguson. And I was like, no, I won't. And he was like, no, I won't. And then we started a kind of tickle fight. And then we were kissing.
This is
It was a
weird.
really strange phone call.
This is weird. Weird.
All right, I got sidetracked. Here's the joke. This is the joke. Now, the way I heard the joke it wasn't set in ancient Egypt, but in every respect, it's exactly the same joke. It's about two hunters, but the way I heard about it, it was set in a gentleman's club in Victorian times. No, it was very different to a gentleman's club now. Gentleman's club now is like, hey, give me $1, I'll give you chlamydia. But back then... Sorry, I was just doing my job. Yeah. You pay extra for those seats. So here's the joke anyway. The joke is this. It's two hunters, an old hunter and a young hunter, and they're going through the trophy room of this club, and the old hunter is showing off. He's looking at the heads and the walls and this is a lion that I shot in Africa. I used to be a dentist in the Midwest. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember? That was the thing that everybody in the world was mad at.
Yeah, a dentist was
times.
being a hunter.
This is a lion that I shot in Africa. It was a very frightening story. I was walking through the jungle. The lion leapt out at me, came towards me. I was like, oh, and he's coming towards me. Sharp claws, bitey mouth, scary eyes. I was like, oh, and he came very close, and I take out my gun, and I shot him right between the eyes. And the young hunter says, good, sir, good, well done. He's like, yes. And this is a very similar story. This is a tiger. I was walking through the jungle in India, and the tiger jumped out at me, stripy face, scratchy claws, bitey mouth, coming towards me, he's gonna bite me. I take out my gun, and I shot him right between the eyes. And the young hunter says, very good, sir. He goes, yeah. And here, the scariest story of all, the rhinoceros. I was walking across the Serengeti, and I heard thumpity thump, 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 thump. And thump, thump, thump. And coming towards me, I turn around, it's a rhinoceros. He's coming towards me, big stampy feet, and a big spiky, he's coming towards me. Stampy, spiky, he's going to kill me. I take out my gun, I'm like, oh, and I drop my gun, and I shit myself. And the young hunter says, well, I would have too, sir. That was terrifying. He went, no, not then, right there, when I said, ah! To be fair, I did not say it was the best joke in the world.
Oh, that's the joke. Oh, right.
Jokes have improved immensely since then. But it is, in fact, the oldest joke in the world. And so with that, we are done. And that sounded a little bit like relief.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I'm a big fan of Craig Ferguson. I really am. So much so that I actually have his cup. Like, if you know the Craig Ferguson show, he has a snake cup. Hang on, I'll get it. He used to drink out of one of these. This exact cup or mug. This is from a special shop in Arizona or Texas, I think. You can't get them anywhere else. You might be able to buy them online now. But this particular one, my dad was in the place. I can't remember. Was it Texas or Arizona? I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, he was in either Texas or Arizona, coincidentally. And I said, well, hey, if you're there, could you grab me one of those mugs? And he's like, yeah, I can do that. So he got me one. So this is actually the same mug that Craig Ferguson has from the same shop. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Craig Ferguson, but that wasn't that funny for me. He is a funny guy. Didn't enjoy that joke, but then again, it's not really his joke, is it? He says it's the oldest joke in the world, so not really his. Someone did comment on, I don't know, it was the last video or recently. They like this hat, this Australia hat. I bought this for someone a long time ago, maybe more than 10 years ago. I bought it for someone in Japan, and I got back to Japan and they proved themselves to not be my friend. And I was like, why am I, you know what, I'll fucking keep the hat. So I did, and yeah, that's why I have an Australia hat. And I'm glad I have an Australia hat because I'm Australian and I don't have a lot of Australian things. I've got my Bunnings hat, which was a present from Stuart. Other than that, like, I don't have a lot of Australian things. My friend Nalco, which I don't talk to her anymore. She bought me a pair of kangaroo testicles. Now that might sound weird, but it's a common tourist purchase. It's like a coin case, but it's actually like leather. It's a leather, but the leather is kangaroo balls. It's an Australian thing. I didn't even know it existed until I was gifted one. Or a pair. I don't know what you'd call it. Anyway, back to YouTube. What have we got? What else is here? Recently I'm getting a lot of like 2000, was it 2011? The tsunami that destroyed the east coast of Japan. Getting a lot of the videos from that. They're very difficult for me to watch because I was actually here and that sucked. That time was terrible. So I'm getting a lot of those videos recently. I don't really know why. Adam Savage tested. Ask Adam Savage grossest Mythbusters myth, and it has a image of the Corvette. I guess this is the one where they put the pigs in it, like the dead bodies. Can you get the dead body smell out of a car? I think that's what myth they're talking about there. I'm not going to watch that video, but how Ken Jeong saved an audience member's life? Nah, not going to watch that. Old Tinkering. That's a show that I do enjoy. This guy like takes broken shit and fixes it. I watched this and I was filled with confidence that I could fix stuff. So, because basically all he does is pull something apart, use a whole bunch of isopropyl alcohol, this shit, and clean stuff up, and then when he puts it back together, it works. That's basically what his show is. When he's done, the stuff looks great, but yeah. So I tried that, and I tried that with this. This is a money box, but it's actually like you put a coin in and you can play Space Invaders on it. Like here's a button and a sideways. So it's actually a Space Invaders game, but it doesn't work. Like if you put batteries in it, then it lights up, all the things come on the screen, and then it slowly fades away, and that's all you get. You don't get any sound. The game doesn't start. So I was watching old Tinkering, and I was filled with confidence. So I pulled it apart and coded everything, or cleaned everything with isopropyl alcohol, IPA, and put it back together, and it made no difference. So after that, I kind of stopped watching his channel. Because, false confidence is not a good thing. What else have we got? We've got Gunscom, World War II ball turret with twin 50 cals at the Big Sandy Chute. So they built a turret, like a underneath a bomber. They would have a ball with a person in it and two guns sticking out of it that could shoot fighter jets down. Looks like they built one of those, and they took it. It's on like a. It's attached to some kind of table, I guess. And table. I say table, but like that's gonna be a big table because there's obviously a guy sitting in it, so it's a fairly freaking big thing. Maybe scaffolding's a better explanation, but they've built that, and they take it to a gun range. That looks kind of interesting, but I don't think I'll watch it. Wildcat, that's another channel I really used to like watching. Wildcat, he's just an online gamer. What's he playing? Warzone. But we knock the same team 28 times before they die. Don't understand that, but anyway, I'm not going to watch that. Here, next up is a channel that I'm fully involved in, and as soon as he releases a new video, I'm on it straight away, no matter where I am, what I'm doing. 3D Bot Maker, 3D BOTMAKER, 3D Bot Maker. This guy sets up realistic diorama tracks, and then releases die-cast cars down it and races them, and it is very entertaining. Like, I would much rather watch that than watch Formula One. It's much more entertaining than Formula One racing. He has there's three different styles of racing that he does on. Well, over time, I've binged watched his entire channel, so I think we might be on the 4th or 5th track that he's had, and he names the tracks, and it's really good. But he's got basically 3 different series or 3 different experiences. One of my favorites is it's the DRC, the Diecast Rally Championship. This Diecast Rally Championship has been this name has actually been stolen by I think he's Indonesian, and he makes his own channel. So be careful not to mistake that for 3D Bot Maker, who made it first. The DRC is on the 3D Bot Maker channel. The other one's an imposter, in my opinion. I watched one and it was like, yeah, nah, not for me. Original is best. The commentary, the humor, it's real. It's like watching real racing, but there's nobody in the cars. So it's full on realistic, but and it's just die-cast like Hot Wheels going down the track. It's but it's very entertaining. Anyway, that's enough about 3D Bot Maker. What's next? Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Do enjoy that, but I find it quite depressing because he doesn't. Whilst everything he says is true, some of these things, most of it's about America, and it just annoys me that the place is such a mess. but everybody's so patriotic about how wonderful it is that contradiction is like, how can you just ignore all this stuff and think your place is fantastic? Like, if this room was horrible, I wouldn't try to tell everybody that it was wonderful. You know what I mean? It just, I'd be humble about the fact that it's horrible. Yeah, some people, I don't know. After that, we've got J Blow celebrity interviews, Full Metal Jacket. I don't think I've ever even seen Full Metal Jacket. Why am I getting recommended that? We're not going to watch that. Vesa Channel. A court hearing was halted when a prosecutor realized that victim and abuser were in the same room. What? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, right. It's like a Zoom call, and the victim and the abuser are in the same room. So I guess it's just a scam to get money. I don't really understand. But yeah, we're not going to watch that. Looks like clickbait crap. Michael Penn. I don't know who the hell that is. A classic Japanese circle problem. So this is some kind of mathematical thing. I don't really like maths, and I don't know why I'm being shown this. I don't know why it's in my recommended views. Aussie Man Reviews. I used to watch that, but I don't anymore. And the reason is he uses other people's videos and then just comments on other people's videos. So what's he actually making? Nothing. So I was like, well, I mean, it's his opinion, and it is quite funny in some cases. In most cases, it's pretty funny, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I just got lost interest in his opinion, I suppose. And I followed him on Facebook too, and he shared a whole bunch of other people's videos. It's like, well, you're getting clicks, likes, and shares because of other people's shit. Stuff that he didn't even comment on. So yeah, I just stopped watching that. I Can't Be Normal. When beatboxers use their best routine on stage. I do like beatboxing. I'm a fan of that, and looping too. Looping is where you buy, obviously you buy it, but then you use it. It's a looper. It's a device that will record a sound and then play that sound over and over again. And it has dials and sliders and things so you can change what you recorded, how it sounds and the speed and whatnot. But then you'll have, so that's one channel. So you have 5 channels. So you go doof, 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 and it'll play doof, doof, doof on that channel repeatedly. And then, so that channel's playing. Then you go tss, 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 and it'll play tss, tss, tss on the second channel. So you play them together. It's going tss, 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 tss. So then you have another channel that might be go ha. So it'll go tss, ha, tss, ha, tss, ha. And the machine will do that. And you can just stack noises on top of each other to make music. And it's quite cool. I like it. Looping. Looping is cool. Beatboxing and looping. Enjoy that. Next up, I have the Lock-Picking Lawyer, a very, very famous channel. Very interesting indeed. I tried to binge watch his channel, but I got stuck on his first 10 videos. I might have got, let's actually find out how many of them I was able to watch. He's got a lot of videos. He's got 2.79 million subscribers. Oh, excuse me. 2.79 million subscribers. He doesn't really care that I didn't watch all of his videos yet. I probably will. He has a lot of videos. So if I'm going to binge watch someone's channel, I will go to their first ever video. And I understand my first videos are quite terrible. Oof, I got the hiccups now. That's not good. The hiccups are in your mind. They are not anywhere else. So if you concentrate on them, you can make them go away. The hiccups are a spasm of the diaphragm below your lungs, and those are controlled by your brain. So if you can control your breathing, which you can, then you can stop hiccups. See? I'm cured. No holding my breath. The drink didn't do it. It's beer. It's got bubbles in it. If anything, it would make it worse. It's in here. Anyway, lock-picking lawyer. So I went back, all the way back. I'm still scrolling through his videos because he has tons of them. How many did I actually get to watch before I was like, I can't. It's pretty bad. His original like first few videos are pretty bad. The videos he makes now are absolutely epic, but the original ones were not so good. I think he progressively got better, which I mean most people do. Oh wait, maybe the ones I watched are actually gone. Is that what it is? Oh no, there we go. Just YouTube took I only watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got through 5 of these first 5 videos, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I think the first one was him. Let's see, what's it say? It says 10 American Lock Series 1100 padlocks picked in a row. And it's like, I guess it was interesting, but after I saw the first one, it was like, well, I mean, it's a challenge, but yeah, I didn't find it so interesting. But I managed to watch a bunch of other ones, 1, 2, 3, 4 other ones before it was like, I need to take a break, and I'll come back to this channel. And I haven't yet. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. That's not very good. So, lockpicking lawyer. I won't be watching that video, although I could. What else have we got? Oh, no, we've gone back and now it's given me new videos. Ask Adam Savage, first thought when Jamie asked me on board. Best of Ricky Gervais. Can't pronounce his name. Riot interrogates. Eddie Brock, where is Venom? Okay, I haven't seen Venom, so I can't really comment on that. Rob Riggle on being in the Marine Corps before his acting career. Yeah, not going to watch that. The Rich Eisen Show. 2008. I don't even know who that is. Rich Eisen. No idea. Rise to Slide. That's an interesting channel. Australian guy who buys cars and does it's not really a similar channel to this. It's very homegrown, like this channel is, but he drifts a lot more than I do. He's actually gotten better than I have, quicker than I did, with less trips to the track, it seems. So you might be practicing on the streets. I'm not sure, but he's got some cool cars and he works on them. And yeah, Rise to Slide. Check out that channel. Next up, Johnny Q90, 4-cylinder 1/6 scale RC car build, engine installation and transmission. That's probably going to be quite interesting for me, but I'm not going to watch that either. next one's old. Tinkering Raphael. I don't know who that is. Bill Burr advice. Advice on women hitting men. Well, his advice is probably going to be hit him back because Bill Burr doesn't take any shit. If you want equal rights, fine. Let's do equal rights. You hit me, you're getting hit back. Getting hit back. That's probably his advice. The Love Channel. That's a porn star who gives advice about lingerie and other things. Next up in my list is JDM underscore MR2 driver. That's Mark. If you've ever heard me talk about Mark, he's the one that sent me the MAGA hat, and he sent me my bright yellow SpongeBob shirt. So check that out at JDM underscore MR2 DRIVER. Check out his channel. His channel's growing quite big, quite quickly, actually. He's got 103 subscribers now. So, how many videos has he got? I don't think he's got that many. Oh, he's got a few. 8, 12, 16, 20. He's got 23 videos over 3 years. 23 videos over 3 years, 103 subscribers. Check it out. JDM underscore MR2 DRIVER. He's got blow-off valve reviews or comparisons for cappuccino. He's got Auto X runs, and he did a 3S GTE swap on a RAV4. So check that out. I think he did that swap. At least he owned the car with that swap in it. Pretty cool. After that, we got John Oliver again. Then Kicking Mustang. I enjoy his videos quite a lot. He's a airsoft or a BB gun, plastic bullet gun sniper. So he goes to the... they've got like fields around the world where you can go and play war with these plastic bullet guns. So he goes there as a sniper and murks people. It's pretty good, must say. Then we got BuzzFeed Multiplayer. Not going to be watching that. I don't even know why that's there. Then we've got more tsunami videos. That's really quite intense. Like the preview of it's pretty intense. Not going to be watching that. Minty Comedic Arts. Not going to be watching that. Ghost Town Living. I've already seen it because I've binge watched this entire channel, and as soon as it comes out, I'm always like, that's the first thing I'll watch. So yep, seen that already. 8 months. It's an 8-month-old video, so I've absolutely seen that. Survivor Man. Les Stroud. Survivor Man Norway Part 1. Les Stroud. I don't think I'm going to be watching that. Next is Vice. Farmers are hacking their tractors. What? I don't care about that. Next up, Rock and Roll True Stories. I'm not subscribed to these channels. Johnny Cash, the story behind his cover of Nine Inch Nails' Hurt. That is a song that I really, really like. Johnny Cash, Hurt. Check that out. Johnny Cash, Hurt. Next is Kent Kaiser with Tsunami at Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, India, Boxing Day 2004. I don't want to watch more tsunami videos. They frighten the hell out of me. I don't really want to go near the beach. I haven't wanted to go near the beach in 10 years because of the tsunami in Japan. It was just, watching that live on television was horrific, and I'll never forget it. So tsunami scared the shit out of me. If I go near the beach, it's like, how do I get out of here quick? Where's the high point? Because if that tsunami warning goes, you've got 5 minutes to get the fuck out of there as fast as you can, or you can get washed away. So, and that's in Japan. Like, if you're in Bali, for example, that's like an island in Indonesia, and they have a tsunami come through. I don't know how far you're gonna have to run before you're gonna be safe. Like, screw that. Maybe into a hotel and up onto the high, one of the higher floors. But with the way they build stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if like the whole thing was just swept away. So that's scary. Going to the beach is frightening now for me. I have to not think about it. Michael Shannon, I couldn't make Friends to Save My Life, the off-camera show. Yeah, not going to watch that. Paul Sellers, preparing a wooden jack plane. I was trying to plane wood for this contraption over here. You'll see what I was doing. And I was trying to learn how to set up a plane properly. A plane is basically a housing for a blade. So you got your housing and the blade hangs down the bottom, and you slide your housing across wood and it takes fine shavings of wood off. That's a plane. I can't remember what it's called in Japanese. Nope. But in English it's called a plane. So I was trying to set up a plane. And so that's why I'm getting suggested this. Basically the answer is, oh, you just sort of feel it out. Oh, that didn't really help. That's it's very, very complicated how to set up a plane. But if you simplify it as far as you can, then you get, just set it to your feeling. If it's cutting too deep, pull the blade back a bit. If it's not cutting enough, push the blade down a little bit. I was hoping for something like, sit the plane on a piece of paper and then let the blade touch the table, or something like that. But no, there was no hack for how to set up your plane. Next up is Jim Browning, Catching Money Mules, featuring Mark Rober. Jim Browning. I think Jim Browning, I think, is a hacker who he busts like scams in Pakistan and India. Like someone who's, these scammers will put a false alert on your screen while you're scrolling, you're surfing through the internet. They'll put some false pop up on your screen that'll say, oh, you've been hacked, you have to call this number. So you call the number, and then, well, like old people would, I wouldn't, but like someone would call the number, and then you give access to these people, give these people access to your computer. They trick you into sending them money so that they'll protect your PC. Anyway, I'm pretty sure Jim Browning is, he calls them and basically just fucks with them. And in some instances reverse hacks them, and then hacks into their security feeds and can see what they're doing, and talks to them about life choices and things like that. Exposes them, sends details of their operation to the police and things like that. A good dude. Next up is CJ Wellsmore. CJ space WELLSMORE. A 3-time world champion rollerblader. Very, very cool dude. Super, super chill. Very much enjoy watching his videos. He rollerblades like a madman, but even without the rollerblading, he's just so chill, always happy, funny guy. So check that out. CJ space WELLSMORE. CJ Wellsmore. Check that channel out. Cool, enjoyable, very enjoyable. After that, we've got CORD, Caudry FX. No idea. Terminator 2, every FX trick in the book. Yeah, not watching that. Not interested. Um, Bo Miles, Run the Line, retracting 43 kilometers of hidden railway. Oh, sorry, retracing. Retracing 43 kilometers of hidden railway. I'm probably being suggested this because I like Ghost Town Living, but I won't be watching that show. Discovery Australia. The power of these flywheels scares the pants off me. Adam Savage. Nah. JRE clips. That is Joe Rogan Experience clips. Joe Rogan and Macaulay Culkin on Johnny Depp. I don't think either of them are qualified to comment on Johnny. Oh, well, yeah, that's not fair. I'm qualified to comment on Johnny Depp. I'm very disappointed that his I can't even remember her name. I don't want to remember her name. The woman that dragged his name through the mud and got him fired from Disney. Fuck that woman. She can burn in hell. Yes, she's deserved to die and I hope to burn in hell. Yeah. I can't remember her name. But I don't want to remember her name. She deserves no more publicity than she already has. She's a famous actress who accused Johnny Depp of all sorts of things. Everybody believed her because she's a woman and no other reason than that. Turns out that she was telling stories of what she was doing to Johnny Depp. But the coals that Johnny Depp was dragged over, there's no sorries, there's no oops. We'll reinstate you and you know, compensate you for being dragged across the coals. None of that, because he's a man. There's no such thing as equal rights, and it is swinging in the way of women in the West. Not good. After that, next up we've got Mr. This is Uncle Roger. Mr. Nigel Ning. So it's MRNIGELNG. MRNIGELNG. Quite funny comedian. In his Uncle Roger character, he has a character he plays called Uncle Roger. Basically, I think he's either a Malaysian or a Chinese uncle, the character is, and he gives life advice and cooking advice. Quite funny. If you haven't heard from him, you haven't heard of him, you probably live under a rock, but check him out. Super funny. Nigel Ning. I've watched some of his stand-up. I don't find that so amusing, but his Uncle Roger stuff is hilarious. Maybe that makes me a racist. I don't know. And I think that's it. I've been online. I've been live for 58 minutes. Nobody else has come in, so I think. I mean that's a fairly good rundown of what my YouTube feed looks like. We've covered a few topics. We've had a couple of beers. So, I guess I'm going to head out of here. I'll leave this live for a little while so that maybe 24 hours or something so that you guys can watch it. And if you like it, leave a comment. If you don't, then leave a comment. I'll see you in the next episode, which will probably... It might be a Dirty Magazine Day. It might be a video... An every video. Dirty Magazine Day or every video. Oh, it might be an Uncle Jeff video. You haven't been introduced to Uncle Jeff yet, but you will shortly, soon. Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff sent me a box... Not a box, an envelope, thick envelope full of stuff, and I didn't do a mystery gift video on it. I kind of feel guilty about that, but it is what it is. But the Uncle Jeff videos will be me going through what Uncle Jeff sent me. He's not really my uncle. Oh, yawning again. That's terrible. Terrible on screen. But he's not really my uncle. He's just a guy named Jeff, and he sent me some stuff. So we're going to go through that. Anyway, I will see you in the next episode, whatever it is. Later. Now I have to try to find end stream. Bye.